Abuja doesn't just grow randomly. And if you have been observing Abuja for a while now, you understand that the growth in Abuja is predictable. It grows in a predictable direction. And in today's life, we let you know how the city of Abuja expands, how growth happens right here in Abuja.
All right. So we all know that before a city becomes a city, there is a journey,
Yeah.
there is a story. It came from somewhere. It happens, that there are a few changes that takes place. There's something that goes on before that place is now called a city. And one of those things that transforms or that is responsible for that transformation is infrastructure. And just like he said, cities grow from the inside
Yes.
to the outside,
I like it when you say that.
outward, right? So in the case of Abuja, Abuja started growing from within.
Yeah.
So like from the beginning, let's go down memory lane.
Okay.
It was decided that Abuja will be the capital of Nigeria,
Yeah.
the FCT, and it was moved from Lagos. Now, there were a lot of efforts that were put into making this a reality.
Yeah.
How Lagos is
Yeah.
moving, which was made on planned this entire city.
Planned.
So yes, so there are different phases of development, and one thing that transforms, like I said, is infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
So there are different levels to it, from phase 1 all the way to phase 5. And right here in the city, the development started right from the very first phase,
Yeah.
which is the infrastructure. Started from the very first phase, and that infrastructure grew the cities, or let's say the districts that are in the first phase of Abuja, and it grew outward, and it kept on growing outward, expanding, and up until date, Abuja is a continuously, is there any English like that? Abuja is continuously
Growing outward.
expanding,
Yeah.
and it is that this expansion is happening outward. So one major thing that is responsible for cities growing outward, like we rightly pointed earlier, is infrastructure.
Now, she has taken you down memory lane how we just started. And one thing I'd pick up from all that she has said is that it grows outward. In the beginning, I told you it is predictable. If you understand
Exactly.
that how this growth goes, it starts from somewhere and then starts spreading. That's what we mean by outward. It starts and then it starts spreading from the phase 1. By phase 1, I mean places like Maitama, Asokoro, those places. The first,
Guzape,
yes, what's that thing called? When they complete the development cycle.
engineering infrastructure.
Yes, it's completed. It moves to the next closest district. It keeps spreading like that on and on and on. And those who really want to make the most out of their real estate journey here in Abuja often understand this cycle and they make good use of it. So it's important that you look out when you want to invest in Abuja, especially if you're investment minded. It's important that you look out for places that growth is growing towards, and it's very predictable. And in this video as well, we're going to tell you a few things that you should have in mind or you can look out for to know that a city or that this district is somewhere that development is growing towards
or heading towards.
Now, here in Abuja, the area we're going to be looking at now, for instance, is the southern part of Abuja, which is the Apo axis, the southern part of Abuja. We're looking at that and using that to show you these things that development is growing towards. Now, let's talk about the 10-lane road that is growing in that direction. What does that see now for someone who wants to invest in Abuja, for instance, now?
Now, if you're that person watching this live and you've been planning all this while to invest in Abuja, I think you should pay attention, just like you mentioned, to where development is headed towards. And like we pointed earlier, expansion. And when we talk about the Southern Expressway, where the 10-lane road is currently under construction, it starts from Asokoro, Guzape, and it moved down towards Apo Main, and then the Apo resettlement.
Yeah.
And it moved towards Apo Mechanic and go down to Apo Wasa, heading towards Karshi and the other parts of Abuja. So at the moment, this road is currently under construction. And funny enough, as that 10-lane road is being constructed, it also matches, or rather meets, the Apo Karshi road that is also currently under construction. So when you look at it critically, you're going to realize that development moved from Asokoro. Asokoro is fully developed. The engineering infrastructure in Asokoro is completed. It has gone through full circle, and then Guzape, and then Apo Main, Apo Settlement, Apo Mechanic, and now it has headed towards Apo Wasa. So if you're looking to invest, you should be looking at this place called Apo Wasa, because it is a place that development is heading towards. It is a place where expansion is moving towards. And one of the things that majorly is responsible for this is road infrastructure. So currently, the FCT minister is constructing the Apo Karshi road. It is an expressway, so it's currently under construction, and he's keenly interested in that area. Only God knows why. So the moment the government begins to pay so much attention to a particular project in a particular area, especially that beginning to open up a remote area, then you, as an investor or someone who wants to invest, should also be tilting towards that area. So I think that if you're looking to invest in the city of Abuja, you should just understand this flow of expansion, and probably just head towards Apo Wasa to get a property as soon as possible, because when that infrastructure is completed, you might be late.
Exactly. You know, when you are talking, at that point, you are paying attention. That's the point she started smiling. I don't made her begin to smile when talking about that. But that reminded me of something. Just today, a prospect reached out. He called and he watched the video. He started asking what's happening towards the Apo Wasa axis. And then I mentioned the road and all of that. You know how conversations can be. Like, he took over the conversation and started telling me about Katampe extension axis, how that when they were building that road, that it was as though nothing was happening there, that he sort of missed out buying in Katampe extension that period because it was hilly, there was no road. But once that road passed there, because this same road infrastructure now going on around Apo Wasa, the one for the northern part of Abuja has been completed down towards Kuba. So he said that when he was passing there, he knew that when road passes a place, it's likely going to skyrocket in price. But he put a cap to skyrocket. He thought if it skyrockets higher, say 10 million, 15 million. He said now that even 150 square meter plots seem high for him.
Exactly.
So that gave me more confidence. Of course, I'm confident about Apo Wasa, but it boosted my confidence about, yes, come on, it's going to happen again right now in this Apo Wasa axis, because for a 10-lane road going in that direction, that's something we've been saying over time. The minister doesn't just wake up, not just the minister, even you. Nobody builds a 10-lane road heading to nowhere, right? So it's a very, very clear indicator that growth is going towards that place. And as you can see, if you do your research or if you contact us to research for you, we can boldly tell you that around that axis now, properties are not very pricey. But by the time this development hits a milestone, of course, each milestone will come with will come with an increased value on properties located in that direction. So as she has rightly said, this is the best time to invest. And then she just reminded me of that particular prospect, and when she was smiling, that now felt like she was talking to someone who has been hesitating, and that smile is like, okay, this one is for you, I'm smiling at you, you better act up now. So basically, that is how Abuja city, because it is planned, I can't vouch for other cities across Nigeria, but for Abuja, it's something I can vouch for. It is how the expansion happens, right? Infrastructure goes there, the roads open up, and once the road opens up, the next thing, people begin to move
into that
in
place.
that direction.
People, markets,
Yeah.
schools,
Yeah,
every other thing
exactly.
begins to come. And an increase in population does what? It increases demand.
Exactly.
And once demand rises, the next thing it affects prices.
Exactly.
Right. So one advantage or one of the benefits that when you come into this kind of location early is that you get to enjoy long-term value.
Yes.
So you bought early when it seemed as though nothing was going to happen. And then the road construction was completed. And then people started moving there gradually. Now, for every milestone within the property, around the property, it adds value to the property.
Yes,
So
yes.
let's say you bought a plot today for 7 million in that location.
Exactly.
And then maybe in the next couple of months, that plot of 7 million probably increased by 25%. The truth is, that increase would never come back to 7 million. Like it will never.
Preach it, ma.
It will never go
Preach
back
it,
to
ma.
7 million.
Preach it,
So the
ma.
7 million you're seeing today would actually be the best price. Now, when you meet that property at the 25% increase, you might be wondering, oh, this is affordable. But the truth is, the people who knew about this place and
Yeah.
took action early would be smiling.
Exactly.
They'll be looking at you and be saying, guy, you're late too. You're saying, so most times when we bring these things to you, we just want you to understand that for you to invest rightly, you need to pay attention to most of these expansion corridors.
Yeah.
It will benefit you more and you get higher return on your investment when you take action.
And this is exactly how wealth builders actually build, or they follow the expansion corridors, right? I really love it when I hear people who, when they call, perhaps you're watching this video now, they call me and I'm listening to them, and they go like, oh, I have a property here, I have a property here, I have a property there. I'm not just listening, I'm not just happy that you have properties in different places, but I'm listening to where you have them.
Exactly.
And most of them, sometimes, they have it in places that doesn't look like a lot is happening. One said he has in Kiami, has in Airport Road. These places are not yet bubbling. But with the growth and expansion that is going to hit Abuja in the coming next 5-10 years. Meanwhile, statistics and reports have it that between now and 2030, the population of Abuja is going to go from 4 million to about 8 million. That's going to be the population influx. And according to news as well, last year alone, over 190,000 people were added to Abuja. Now, I was laughing because I know it's not accurate, obviously. I'm sure they didn't count. It's going to be at least double that number.
Yeah.
So if they really take time to count, I'm very certain it is more than that number. That is why also the Apo mechanic obviously is in the middle of this 10-lane road. That is not his original position. News also has it that is going to be relocated to Wasa. And your favorite mechanic person is going to move. What will happen? You're going to follow him. Anytime there's an issue, you're going to go looking for him. So
these people, to Apo
exactly. So
maybe you live in
Wasa,
Guzape, you just drive to Apo.
Regardless of where
after
you
it's
live.
barely 20 minutes drive. Like it's not far. It's a very short distance.
Talking about 20 minutes drive. By the time that road is completed, it will reduce.
True.
It's going to definitely reduce.
Very true.
So basically, there's no much, we don't want to go into details of telling you the history of Abuja, how it started, phase 1, phase 2, how it happens in detail. We just want to tell you basically how Abuja expands and how you can leverage this information to act and position yourself rightly. And we haven't just told you what is happening, we're going to also prefer to you, suggest to you somewhere in that corridor that you can actually use to position yourself so that you can actually make the most out of this information that you know. So we're going to just tell you a little bit right now about Crystal Estate in Opowasa.
So we have this amazing property called Crystal Estate located in Opowasa. Now, we've talked about Opowasa as a location and we've given you a lot of details for you to have an idea of where Opowasa is. But just to buttress the point, Crystal Estate sits just 3 minutes to the Apokaushi expressway.
Yeah.
So you'd stand in the estate and you're seeing the express road that is currently under construction by the FCT minister. And then it's about 5 minutes to the junction, the 10-lane road junction that starts from Asokoro all the way down to the Apowasa junction.
Yeah.
That is the second one. And then it's just about 15 minutes to Apo Mechanic, Apo Resettlement, Apo Main. Barely 20 minutes to Guzape and Asokoro. And then the most amazing thing is this. It is about 30 minutes drive to Wuye. We all know that Wuye is the heart of Abuja. You can access everywhere in Abuja, in Abuja, like easily
From Wuye.
So it is just about 30 minutes drive from Wuye to Crystal Estate. And the beauty in all of this is that it is a third road straight from the city center to Crystal Estate. Now, you don't get properties that come into emerging locations. You don't really find this kind of properties that have third road from the city center to the property directly to it. This is a rare opportunity.
Very rare opportunity.
Right? And the beauty is that Crystal Estate is an FCDA ROO property.
Yes.
This simply means that it is properly documented, it is secure, and your investment is secure as well. Now, we have plot sizes available in these estates. We have 150 square meters. We have 250 square meters. We have 400 square meters and 750 square meter plot sizes. And with the 150 currently selling for as low as 7 million naira. Oh, and another amazing thing is that we have flexible payment plans available, flexible payment options that you can choose from. What else did I
So that's beautiful. She said something earlier, which I'll just reiterate. It's currently in the phase, never going to be less affordable than it is right now because of the stage it is. Clearing is still going on and all, and this is the best time to lock in on it. She has said everything. I just needed to let you know the level at which it is on now that makes it quite affordable, because when certain things have been turned there, it's definitely going to go up. Imagine, she said something earlier. Now imagine it goes up by 25% in time to come. Imagine that. So it's best you lock in on it before such a review happens. And if you're someone that has been watching and you want to be a part of it, in the description down below on this video, right there is our phone number, or you can go to any other video on our channel, pre-recorded videos, and you definitely see our numbers there, and you can educate yourself as well on this particular property. We have lots of information on it. You can watch it, and then to contact us, call us with the phone number on any of the videos that you watch or from the description of this particular video, and we will gladly position you strategically on the growth corridor called Apowasa right here in Abuja.
Exactly.
Now, before we wrap it up today, we're just going to do something impromptu, right? Just going to have a conversation now. Now, I want you to advise somebody. That person you smiled at initially. I want you to advise the person. That smile, I promise, it wasn't ordinary. Me, I was like, okay, this smile, I don't understand. Now, I want you to actually advise that person. And let's say that man, it's not only women buy real estate as well. So
women do.
They really buy real estate these days. To be honest, they don't stress you as much as men when they want to buy finally, right? So I want you to just advise that man or woman that you smiled at that time. You know, a lot of times people are skeptical about buying more than one plot. I want to just advise somebody who is considering, should I buy one plot or two plots, on the one that is better for the person? Yeah.
So the thing is, when you come across a property and it's all the right places, what I always advise you do is get more than one plot.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, when the property appreciates, you would start regretting, why did I not buy more than one plot? You see? And the reason for buying more than one plot is very simple. You can sell the other plots, right? Make good profits from your sales, and then you still have your own plot. Now, you can have your own plot, build on it, sell, you still have another plot.
Yeah.
You can build on it, rent out. Guess what? You have planned for, number one, long-term value appreciation.
Yes.
You have planned for cash
Cash
flow
flow.
in the future, you have also planned to do what? To have a home in the future.
Yeah.
So usually properties that are very affordable in emerging locations, if you're that type of person who wants this property and you want to build now, it is not for you, right? So you buy them for the future.
Yeah.
So if you're securing a plot right now, just do more than one plot. I promise you, it's going to serve you in the future.
Definitely.
And you'd appreciate us for sharing this little secret with you.
Actually, 9 out of 10 people that see opportunities like this actually buy more than one plot. Majority of people that have been buying so far have been buying more than one plot. So it would be good if you join the majority of people that are making decisions that will last them and help them serve a lifetime. So with that being said, thank you for watching thus far. We're looking forward to get a call from you to help you to make the most out of your real estate journey here in Abuja. We basically exist to help you make the best buying decision when it comes to real estate right here in Abuja. So you want to make the best decision, we are your go-to people. You can just call us and we will definitely help you.
Exactly.
Any last words?
No, till we come your way again. See you
And enjoy a great day. Bye for now.